For this activity, you're going to first sit on the bench, scoot forward to the edge of the bench, pivot your body to the side so that one of your hips is on the bench and one of them is not. Grab onto the chair with your free arm and try to step that back leg back so your knee can touch the ground. You'll then push back up and you'll try the other side. So stepping out to the side, pivoting your hips around, step your foot back, use the chair as needed, and push yourself back up. Here's another progression to get us onto the floor. First, you're going to walk up to your surface, get your hands on it, see if you can come to your elbows, and push back up to standing. If that was easy, you're going to repeat that, but then do a little bit of a squat, and then return back to standing. If you want to keep going, so you're going to come down to your elbows, get your squat, step one foot back to be on your knee, other foot back to be on your knee, step up into that half kneel, come into your squat, use those arms to help you stand up. Up next is a way to use stairs or a step stool to get on and off the floor. First, you're going to scoot over to the steps. You're going to bump your bottom down using your hands on the step above where you're landing, scooting those feet forward as you move down the stairs. You're going to reverse it to come backward. So you're going to bend those knees, use those arms on the step above you to help you press up each step. If it's a step stool, I would scoot to the side before standing up. If it's a flight of stairs, use the railing and whatever you can to stand up. Here is how we'll use 2 chairs to get onto the floor. First, take a large step forward, put your hands on the chairs, lunge down until your knee can touch. Press up with those arms and legs, bring your feet together and stand up. If you want a little more challenge, we'll repeat this by taking that big step forward, lunging down, bringing down the second knee. Practice getting that leg forward, press through both arms and legs, and come back into standing. Let's get all the way down this time through our lunge into tall kneeling. Get those hands on the floor, walk out into those elbows and come down. Walk those elbows back toward you. Get your hands on the chairs, one leg up, and press up to standing. First, grab a bolster, squat down, bring your knees to the ground, bear crawl forward onto your elbows. This gets your abdomen up a little bit higher, which makes practicing this easier. You can stick your hips back and walk yourself up like this, or similar, you come down like we just discussed, and then on your way up, instead of popping back up onto your feet, you're going to take one foot, step it forward, move through that lunge, take your time, and stand up. An option without anything is the same idea. Get your knees down, but this time you can pivot onto your hip to sit. If you're not quite sure how that's going to go for you, I'll have something else in a moment. But from here, you can step one foot forward and work yourself up. With the bolster here, this is going to help with that side sitting. We can take a big lunge step forward if we don't want to bear crawl. And then you can stay in that lunge position and bring your hip to that bolster. Try that a few times. Get the feeling of pivoting into that lunge position, tucking those toes, and working yourself up.